back to the Attack the Rack YouTube channel. This is the Attack the Rack podcast with myself, Big Mo and Trent.
Every family party or social event needs something special. Bubba's Bounce House Rentals, LLC can do that for you. They provide inflatable bounce houses and water slides on top of great service in the West Michigan Lakeshore area. Call Bounce Master Sam at 616-485-0257 today and mention Attack the Rack to get $25 off your next rental. Also, find Bubba's Bounce House Rentals, LLC on Facebook. Bubba's Bounce House Rentals. All we rent is fun.
Both of you guys got wins this weekend, right?
Beat Jenison by 12, 13, something like that.
Nice. And Big Mo?
Yeah, won by 15 or something like that, 12, 15.
Did you play a team, or did they have a name? Or
Oh, yeah, but I mentioned that in the last podcast, Ohio Wesleyan.
yeah, Ohio Wesleyan. All right. They came to town.
They came to town.
All right. Well, what else did you guys do this weekend?
Not too much. I went downtown Holland for the first time in a long time.
Beautiful downtown Holland.
Yep. My buddy came home from Miami for the weekend, so
Oh,
got to
nice.
see him. So that was good.
How do you like the weather?
Well, he's from here, so he knows what it is. But it sucks compared to Miami, I'm sure.
Did you guys hit up any of the local bars or restaurants?
We went to Biggie's and New Holland and Cara.
Nice.
Not a whole lot of people down there.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't very busy at all.
Yeah, I wonder if sometimes the weather plays a factor in that.
Yeah. Figured to see more college kids.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't busy at all.
Yeah, and they're on break now,
I was
so
just going to say that. Yeah. Great.
they're on break.
All right. Well, fellas, the Lions are now 11-2. What a offensive game. 1,100 yards of total offense. How many combined points? Nearly 80?
Almost 90.
90, almost
It was
90.
90, I think, wasn't it? 48, 42? Yeah.
Well, it's crazy, and it's understandable why, but of those 1,100 yards, only 46 or so came on the ground from the Detroit Lions.
Yeah. The running game was not very effective today.
Um,
But the throwing it to the running back was very effective.
yeah, and to be fair, they're playing behind the whole game, so they kind of had to pass. They're down more than 2 scores per the whole game, so they kind of had to rely on the pass game more than the rush game. But
Yeah. Josh Allen is a problem, though.
ooh, is he tough?
Yeah, he's good.
He is good. James Cook had a phenomenal first half running the ball for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Josh and I think Josh Allen does a lot with kind of a little bit. You know what was interesting too? I don't know if Amari Cooper even had one single target today.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they had him. Tight end and Shakir or whatever his name is.
Yeah, well, both tight ends.
It was like Kincaid and
Yeah.
yeah, they abused our defense today.
Big Mo, you're the former defensive coordinator. What are your thoughts on the Lions defense? Obviously, it's all about Jimmy's and Joe's, not X's.
It is. It is. It's you got to just take. I mean, again, it's a 3-point game, and with the defense we have and the backups in there, to me, I'm not worried at all. I think it's a good loss. The Lions can see some because the chances of them playing Bills again in New Orleans is a great possibility.
Sure.
So now you've got something on film where you feel like, okay, maybe what did we do? What could we do? We've got to be able to slow them down a little bit, but I think we maybe got into the shootout getting down quickly where I don't know. I don't know if we got to rely a little bit more on the run game probably, but their DBs are banged up too. So they were a little depleted in the secondary. So, yeah,
So
I don't.
you're not worried at all, despite the personnel that we have, though. So like,
I mean, think about it. I mean, if we get a couple guys back, we're going to be better.
yeah,
Now,
we should.
yep. You know, I don't
Anzalone,
know. I don't know
Anzalone's
who was their DB. The DB, was that an ankle injury today? The one that was severe. Was that
yeah,
a DB
I think
backup or starter?
I think he was a backup.
Okay.
Then
I think that was
So
more than that was a like a Kevin Ware injury.
yeah.
That was nasty.
I mean, he's not coming back. But again, I think if we can get a couple guys back healthy, we're gonna be more than a manageable defense. Um, you know, again, we played probably one of the best teams in the AFC to a 3-point game, playing mostly behind with a banged up defense. I don't think Dan Campbell kicks the onside kick if we're in a better defensive position. I don't think he kicks it that early in the fourth quarter. Maybe you rely on your defense to get a stop, but we hadn't stopped them all day, so you can't. I don't think you can really fault them for kicking the early onside. And if that guy doesn't tip it, I mean that's like an inch away from going over that guy's head into a Lion's hand. So I think I'm not. I think we're in a good spot. I think it's good to have a good loss going into the playoffs here.
Just slight correction, it was a 6 point loss, not 3 point loss.
Oh, sorry. Yes, sorry.
But you didn't have a problem with the time, like going for the onside with 12 minutes left on the clock, that much time on the clock.
Down by 10.
Yeah,
I mean, there was. I don't.
Trent.
Guys don't know. I mean, we hadn't stopped them all day.
Yeah, that's the part. Like if we had a couple stops throughout the game, I would say just kick it deep, but we couldn't stop them at all. But I think they had one punt or something like that, so it wasn't even missed field goal. And one punt. Yeah, I don't hate it.
With this new onside rule, now granted, there's not a ton of onside attempts this year, so this kind of take this with a grain of salt. But over the last 10 years, going into this season with the new onside rule, onsides were recovered at like a 16.7% rate. This season, with the new onside kick rules, again, the new rules are you have to be down, has to be in the fourth quarter, and you got to notify the other team. So there's no surprise onside kicks. And you can only do it in the fourth quarter. The recovery rate now has dropped from 16.7 down to 8.6%. Not a huge sample size this year. But that's pretty crazy. It's cut in half.
Yeah, I thought I liked the element of surprise with the onside kicks.
Yeah, and you should be able to do it whenever you want. Why only in the fourth quarter?
Yeah, like why put a chokehold on that rule? But
so the Lions still are controlling their own destiny. They do hold the tiebreaker against the Eagles, as of now at least, because they have a better division record than the Eagles have, as of now. But obviously, if they win out, then they'll still have that tiebreaker. As long as they win out, that means they'll beat the Vikings, so they will have the advantage over the Vikings when it comes to the top seed. But Lions still got to play. Who else do they got yet?
We got the Niners,
Niners,
and the Bears.
Chicago, and Minnesota.
Yep.
So they should get at least two of those three. So worst case scenario, they finish 14-3. I would think. I would think they should be able to beat the Vikings at home, but we got to get some. It all depends on the defense.
Yeah, and the big fella went down in the second half too.
Yeah,
McNeil, I think.
We're dropping two guys a game. It seems like.
Yeah, that's not good.
And at some point, I mean, you get into a game like today where you absolutely have to outscore your opponent in order to win. and they couldn't do that today. They did it last Thursday night against the Packers. They were able to still outscore the Packers. But if they don't get home field advantage and they got to go on the road, and they still got major injuries on defense, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, it's tough either way, Kurt. It's tough either way, man.
Every game in the NFL is tough.
Exactly. So I, I still like our chances. They're just as good as they were. What time the game start? 4:30, so 4 hours ago.
Really?
I think we're going to be more healthy once we get to the playoffs. It's a few more weeks for some of those guys that might have to stick around, get better. So, yeah, keep plugging away. Faith is still in the Lions, baby.
I think you've been influenced by the commenters, and you're trying to be too nice.
Well, I truly am not worried. Like I have no problem with them losing a game like today.
Well, I don't think anyone does. It's just when you have
feel a little negative attitude out of you, Kurt.
When you have
feel a little negativity out of you, Kurt.
No, it's called reality, and you have
might be your polo. Your polo's giving off some negative vibes.
Half your defense, over half your defense is injured. Logic tells you that should be a concern.
Yeah, it's a concern, but it's manageable.
Speaking of concerns, if you are an NFL player or an NBA player, you need to be concerned about your house being broken into. You guys heard about that? What's going on? This has happened to several NFL players. Joe Burrow, the most recent. It's happened to a handful of NBA players now too. There's a group of, I don't know, is it part of a cartel, or is it just a South American gang?
Really?
Yeah, they've been able to. Obviously, it's not tough. You come across our southern border, and they have set up some ring where they're breaking into NFL players and NBA players' homes. What's interesting is a lot of the NFL players this has happened to, Mahomes, Kelsey, and now Joe Burrow, was when they were playing on Monday night. So it's like, are they targeting who's ever playing on Monday Night Football?
It's funny. Yeah, I don't know. They better get some better security in there.
Hey, do you think most of those guys have some type of like people at their home when they're? I mean, I guess if they're family, they're probably at the game, but they probably have some type of staff on call. I guess the bigger names.
Well, I don't know if they did but now, I mean, Tua in a press conference said they better not come to his house because he's got armed guards.
See, yeah, I think when you get paid like that, you should probably consider it.
Yeah, and I think now with this going on,
well, I think now obviously, I think the FBI and all those other federal organizations are getting involved. So
it's wild.
I can't believe they're making like that much money to make it worthwhile. Like go and steal a couple $100,000 worth of.
What do you get? Couple watches?
Yeah.
But yeah, the NFL and the NBA have notified all the players to be aware, and it's pretty crazy.
Well, that's probably one of those things we take for granted, like the amount of people invasive into your personal life. When you're a pro like that, you deserve a little extra money probably just dealing with something stupid like that.
All right, well, hey, speaking of crazy, how about Bill Belichick?
I can't believe he's doing that.
I can't either.
Why would he want to do that?
Do you think he's just trying to do it for 1 year and have a successful season and prove to NFL teams that he's still got it?
Man, I don't know. Didn't he sign a 5-year though?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm sure that.
But why would he do it just for 1 year and then to quit?
Well, and I think his buyout drops to like just $1 million if he wants to leave after a year. Some crazy number.
He's got to pay them.
I think so. Something like I read it quickly in an article this morning, and
I thought the buyout.
I think it's if they were to fire him, it's like a $10 million buyout. But I think he has the ability in there somewhere to navigate. If he wants to leave after a year, he can choose to do that. And I don't know if it was to pay him or not. He's got plenty of money, Kurt. He can afford the $1 million.
Well, and I'm sure that like whatever NFL team hires him would pay it too. But I'm
Exactly.
sure he has a clause in his contract, whether he's got to pay to get out of it or not, where if he gets an NFL offer, he can take it.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing I can think of is that he's trying to look for some way to prove to the NFL that he's still got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he probably just thinks, why? I mean, he couldn't get an NFL job last year. Why not take a job? There's probably some type of clause in there that helps his son succeed him if he chooses. Getting setting himself up. He's probably going to get. I mean, they already had. I think they had one of the first guys leave the transfer portal and go back to North Carolina today.
Really?
Yeah, one of their players. I don't know which one it was. I can't remember, but I think it's one of the first to decommit from the portal and come back to the team.
Yeah, I'd assume he probably gets some guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I can't see him recruiting though.
No, I can't either. But I think he kind of, if all he needs to say is, "Hey, if you want to play in the NFL, come play for me. I'll get you to the NFL, or I'll teach you what you need to know to get to the NFL."
Yeah.
It's not like North Carolina's playing for, national championship or anything.
Yeah.
They might know though. They might know. I mean, maybe the dude just likes a challenge. What a challenge! Here you are, considered one of the best, and then you had a little step backwards maybe. Now you can come out again and say, hey, because not a lot of guys can do both.
Yeah.
There has not been a ton of success at both levels in the coaching football world.
No, I mean, who do you got? You got Pete Carroll, Jimmy Johnson,
Harbaugh.
Harbaugh.
I'd probably say a couple of the Cowboys coach guys.
Yeah, I was just thinking the guy that came after Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah. Well, how about the one? Was it after Jimmy was the Alabama,
Arkansas, wasn't he Arkansas? Or Oklahoma? Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Can't we think of his name?
I'm totally drawing a blank.
That's sad. That is sad. This is a sports podcast, and we
Yeah, I
can't even
know.
remember
How
his
awful
name.
is that?
You
I
at
just
least,
they,
you at
they
least got the CTE excuse.
I know. Thank gosh. God, who is that? Switzer. Barry Switzer.
Yeah, I just Googled it. Very
And then Google nothing. CTE what?
Oh man. But yeah, outside of that, is there anybody else we're missing?
Well, I'm sure.
I mean, I'm sure there's some, but
Yeah. But those are probably I mean, that was a short list.
yeah. Yeah, I can't think of anybody else. They're two totally different games though. I mean, college you got recruiting and
But really, right now, you're hiring a general manager to do your recruiting probably and hand out your money. So
yeah, exactly.
it's
Yeah.
probably changing more than we know into more of a semi-pro type of deal.
Yeah. No, for sure. I can see the recruiting being a little bit less, but then when you factor in the portal and everything going on with the portal, trying to recruit your own guys to stay.
I know, but
Head coach, you got to do that, I'm sure.
it's probably more like free agency than it ever has been. So
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw the Boise coach came out and said 13 of his guys were getting recruited to enter the portal.
Did you see Marshall, because of the portal, doesn't even have enough guys to play in their bowl game? They had to back out of their bowl game.
Yeah, I saw
Really?
that last night. Like Louisiana Tech or something took their spot.
Oh, geez.
wow.
They were playing. Who were they playing? It was somebody with a name, I think. I forget.
Who are they supposed to play?
Yeah,
They're
that's
going to play Army. They were going to play Army, right?
Is that who it was? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But the thing with Belichick too is he's what was he 30 some or 40 games away from breaking down Chula's all-time win record?
Oh wow.
So there could be some motivation for him to try to get back into the NFL get that record, but he also has Andy Reid right on his heels too. So
He's probably going nowhere until Mahomes retires.
Yeah.
yeah, and you would think if Belichick, does get back into the NFL, he's going to be going to a team that he's got to kind of rebuild. So he's looking at only a handful of wins where Andy Reid's going to continue to get 12, 13 wins every year.
What's the Jets record? Because that's not really a rebuild completely. They need a quarterback maybe and
Well, I don't know if they do. Aaron Rodgers really statistically isn't having that bad of a season.
no?
They're
No.
4-10.
Oh, that's kind of a rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers is 13th in touchdown passes.
Not terrible. Top half.
Yeah, he's tied for sixth in yards, pass yards per game. He's
But they're 4-10.
yeah, eighth in touchdown passes.
And how many conversations have we had about how bad the QB play is anyway? So if you're below the top 10 anyway.
I mean, he's certainly not the long-term solution for them by any means. But if you can sign a couple guys and they seem to have talent, they should have a good running game. They got a couple receivers. Maybe they get the right coach and you get Aaron Rodgers for one more year, maybe.
Yeah, because they fired the guy after like 3 games, didn't they?
Their head coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit more than 3, but yeah. Anything else from the NFL today, guys?
Nope.
Travis Hunter, your Heisman winner. I think we all kind of. Well, I know Trent, you picked Genty, right?
Yeah, he got hosed.
Apparently, he won the fan vote though.
Yeah, he won the popular vote.
Popular vote. Big Mo, who did you pick?
I think that's a good question. I don't recall.
I don't know.
That's got to be a tough one. I mean, I know luckily it was a close race.
Was it close?
I think it was like one of the closest one
Yeah.
in recent maybe 10 years or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously Hunter having over 1,000 yards receiving outdueled Woodson, whatever that was
Yeah.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
But obviously only had 4 interceptions compared to Woodson's 7 and wasn't a dynamic return or special teams player. So that was a tough one when you really look at the numbers. Obviously, he's an amazing talent. So I think it would have been easier to convince probably the naysayers if Colorado was
In the playoffs.
in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
Because Boise and them are in the same league, right?
Yeah.
I mean, and obviously, again, you start to have
are
these
they?
mega. I don't know.
No, Colorado's in the Big 12.
Okay, there's still not like a Mountain West, is there? Yeah, I can't keep track. I got better.
Boise won the Mountain West.
Mountain West, so it is the Mountain West. Okay. Well, then I don't know. He's going to be in the top 5 picks easy, but so is probably Gentry. So who knows?
Yeah.
It is probably just a popular vote between the voters. I don't know. Who decides the Heisman? Is it?
I don't know.
Writers, right? And
Is it all right? Writers and former winners?
yeah, I think so. I think there's like 800 people that vote.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I guess they don't take into consideration like playing for a conference championship or making the playoff.
they don't. So, I mean, yeah.
Because
I mean,
Colorado,
we're not really going to know. You're not really going to know who the better player was probably until they make it to the pros and have a successful pro career. They both did 2. I mean, Gentry had the second best running back season ever.
Yeah.
And probably still has a chance maybe to have the best. And had he played in every game, might have been the best. And yet we've never seen anything that someone like Travis Hunter really played both sides of the football. So I could care less either one. I would have been happy with either one of them winning it.
The answer is 928 voters for the Heisman.
Oh wow,
that's a lot.
Yeah.
900.
928 voters. That's
Each.
crazy. All right. Anything else? Football
Well,
related? What's
when you
that?
look at, I was just going to add, Hunter got like 550 first place votes and Gentry got 300. So even though it was close in total points,
Not first place votes.
probably not reality of, yeah.
Hmm.
So they almost got all the first place votes. Almost.
Yeah. The Oregon quarterback got 24.
Must have been all Oregon writers.
Miami quarterback got 6.
Really?
There's the Arizona State guy. He got 3. That's just like you get voters like that that kid had a great year, but he was probably nowhere should have got any first place votes for the Heisman.
No, they're all probably.
He didn't have a better year than Gentry. So how can you even give him first place votes?
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure it's just Arizona State sports writers.
Yeah,
Arizona.
probably.
I can't believe that the Oregon quarterback got more than Cam Ward.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Number one.
Maybe more Oregon writers somehow are involved. I don't know.
Very
I
interesting.
mean, the Indiana quarterback got 2 first place votes.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, before we wrap up with our top 3 for the day, have you guys seen this Bulls Hornets game from Friday night?
with Taj Gibson.
Well, I'm talking about the 75 missed 3-pointers in that game.
No, I did hear
Holy
about this.
smokes.
75 missed 3-pointers. They combined 22 out of 97. 97 threes were attempted in this game. 75 of them misses. 22.6% combined. The Bulls were 14 out of 51 for 27.5%. The Hornets were 8 out of 46 for 17.4%.
Probably why the ratings are in the dumpster.
Yeah.
NBA ratings are not good at all.
No.
And there's
Who
no
wants to go watch?
surprise.
Like, who really wants to go watch that?
I know, nobody. It's just
Yeah.
bad basketball. And they all just complain every whistle, and it's just
Yep.
not very entertaining.
Not at all.
Then you just hope that the star players decides to play.
Yeah.
You know? Then you got LeBron piecing out.
Say,
He disappeared.
I knew Trent would be bringing up LeBron.
Well, yeah, I think he's in a little bit of trouble.
Oh,
What's going on?
Well, his whole little crew is getting accused of some stuff. So,
Like attending Diddy parties?
yeah, ain't no party like a Diddy party.
He
Quote.
did say that. He
Quote
did say that.
LeBron. Yeah, so I think he's in a little bit of trouble.
Oh man.
So he's just taking some time off, though, right? Isn't that the word?
Yeah, but where'd he go? Why can't anybody know where he went?
I don't know. I saw JJ respond to it. And he's like, someone asked him, what do you know about the LeBron situation? He's like, I don't have any idea.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah.
I mean, he probably does know. You're probably right.
Yeah. I think he's gotten involved a little too much.
Oh,
Oh, I can't stand that guy. Can't stand him. All right. Anything else before we get to our top 3?
Christmas songs today, right?
Hey, before we get to our top 3, we got to let everybody know. First of all, if you have not subscribed to the Attack Direct YouTube channel, please take a half a second to do so. Like our video here, leave us a comment. Do need to let you guys know, more than likely, this might be the last episode until right after Christmas due to some scheduling issues we've got. Just a lot going on with Christmas coming up. So we'll still be putting out content, but as far as the Attack the Rack podcast, it will probably be until right after Christmas until we have our next episode. So I just want to let everybody know. Top 3 today brought to you by Realtor Ryan Kruitoff.
Real Estate Ryan has been in real estate for over 20 years and can help you with all your real estate needs. Realtor Ryan has helped me in my journey in learning about real estate and he can do the same for you, whether you're looking to buy, sell, or just learn more about real estate in general. Ring Realtor Ryan.
Speaking of Christmas, last time we did Christmas movies. The time before that, we did winter snow activities. So we are really in the winter Christmas spirit here at the Attack the Rack YouTube channel, here on the Attack the Rack podcast. And that theme will continue today with top 3 Christmas songs of all time.
Hey, Kurt, now we're not going to get another showing before Christmas.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Maybe the show, I just want to throw this out because I don't want to put it in the notes and forget. But when we come back, you know, it'd be a great top 3.
Yeah.
Top 3 gifts we've ever gotten on Christmas.
Oh, I love it.
Come on now.
Oh, I love that.
Top 3 gifts.
Yeah. So think about it. Put that in the on the show meeting
Yeah.
for next week.
Oh, do I love that. Big Mo, I love that.
I know. I knew you would.
He's thinking today.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go with
Well,
that
he's got that thinking look with that polo on. He got me feeling all underdressed.
one.
Here we are tuning in at 8:30 on a Sunday night, and we got Kurt still in his work gear for the day.
Work never stops.
That's right. That's true.
All right, Trent, you've got the wheel here for us.
Sure do.
And we're doing top 3 Christmas songs. I mean, there's an infinite amount. So yeah, let's see. What do we got, Trent?
Kurt, you get the first choice.
I will go first.
And second choice will be Big Mo.
Oh, nice.
What do you want, Big Mo?
I'm gonna go. I'll take second.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then Trent, that means you're third.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna go my top. I mean, this is one of my. This song comes off one of my favorite albums, regardless of if it's Christmas or not. One of my favorite songs. Regardless of if it's Christmas or not. The Boys to Men Christmas album called Christmas Interpretations. There's a song on it called Let It Snow. And that is my number 1 choice. Let It Snow by Boys to Men.
Oh, classic. I think you got to go. Just keep it with probably one of the most popular Christmas songs ever. All I Want for Christmas, sung by who, Kurt?
Mariah Carey.
Thank you. Let's go.
It's a great song.
Year after year after year after year, this time of year, that song tops the charts.
Always.
Mariah Carey's got to be one of the most wealthiest artists of all time, and I bet you that you could take away all her hits, and she would be still super, super wealthy just based off of one Christmas song.
Yeah, when she dipped into the Christmas niche, that changed
Gold mine.
Yeah.
Speaking of number 1, Boys to Men and Mariah Carey, they collabed for a song that I think it might be the number 1 either selling single of all time or spent the most weeks at number 1.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Definitely one of the top selling singles of all time.
Not doubt that.
All right, Trent, you got 2 picks here.
Sweet. Give me Jingle Bell Rock.
Okay. Classic.
That is a classic.
And then let's go even more classic for Christmas. Let's go with Rudolph,
Oh,
the red-nosed reindeer.
yeah, you stole mine, Kurt. Oh, Trent, come on, man. Scramble a little bit now.
I can't believe it got all the way through.
Yeah. You gotta come. You gotta come to top three with more than three on your list.
Oh, really? I always just come with three and hope to
Hoping for
goodness
it.
you guys don't pick one of mine. Let's see what we got here. Can you hear that?
No, I can't.
Oh, you can't? Oh, sorry. All right, I'm gonna go a little White Christmas by Louis Armstrong.
Yes, classic.
Yeah, just oh, sitting by a fire,
Yep. I
roasting chestnuts.
What is a chestnut?
Isn't that part of like Christmas?
Yeah, it is. But I
Yeah.
guess I don't know. I don't know what a chestnut really
Uh,
is.
oh,
Here, knows that.
well, Kurt, I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, hey, that was definitely on my list. All right. I got two picks here. My last two picks. I'm gonna go to wrap up round two. I'm gonna go Last Christmas by Wham.
That's nice.
That's got to be up there with Mariah Carey's song. Um, and then I will go with one classic traditional Christmas song as well. First pick in round three, and that is Up on
Oh,
the Rooftop.
oh, nice, nice, Kurt, nice.
Yeah. All
I'm
right,
more
very
of a,
good.
I'm more of a classical guy, as I do a lot of driving, so
Yeah,
love it when the Christmas music comes on just around Thanksgiving.
sure.
But give me a little Frank Sinatra. Have yourself a Merry Christmas.
Is it Merry Christmas or Merry Little Christmas?
Yeah, Merry Little Christmas, Kurt. I'm
Good
trying
one.
to, geez, Kurt, man, come on.
Another good one.
Yeah, just one. It's a classic. Classics.
Yep.
I
You
really
ready?
thought you might come with a more of a rap version, Kurt. You didn't have one. You didn't have something.
Oh, Run DMC, Christmas in Hollis.
Yeah, there you go. I thought for sure that was on your list.
No, no. All right, Trent, wrap us up.
You ready for this one? Feliz Navidad.
Oh,
Oh, um, so some of the songs mentioned today here are played in many a Christmas movie, um, such as Trent Home Alone. I got a question for you, Trent.
Yep.
I stumbled across Home Alone on TV a few nights ago, and then right after that, Home Alone 2. I've seen both of them a million times. Great, both of them great movies. You, though, you picked Home Alone 2 when we did Christmas movies over the original Home Alone, right?
Yeah.
What's your reasoning behind choosing Home Alone 2 over Home Alone? Again, great movie. Um, Very rarely do sequels hit. This one definitely hit. I think Back to the Future 2 is better than the original Back to the Future, but that's neither here nor there.
wow. Big take.
Yeah.
Hot take.
Um, yeah, why don't you share with us why you would choose Home Alone 2 over the original?
I would pick two. I think the like when they finally start chasing him, I
Yeah.
think that part is like the best out of all the movies. And
Okay.
just like the different like obstacles he came up with
All
to
right.
make them dodge. And I think the creativity of that was really good.
What do you think of this? The pigeon lady compared to the neighbor. Obviously that was the comparative role.
Yeah.
The lady with the pigeons versus the neighbor with the shovel.
I don't know. They're both interesting characters to put in there. Pigeon Lady, of course, is a legend. So she can spice it up a little bit.
Yeah. All right. I was just curious. Again, I'm not knocking it. Great film. Just curious why. And I think there's a lot of people out there that rank Home Alone 2 higher on their Christmas movie rankings than the original. So I was just curious.
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh,
Any other songs out there, guys? Any other
oh,
songs?
I mean, you got Jingle Bells.
Sure.
There's just so many. It's like, and then there's different versions
Yeah,
of
I was gonna say, yeah, I got you, got you. Well, it's
uh,
that time of year, Kurt. We can listen to them all.
yep, Silent Night. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
So yeah, I don't know. Is there any other that you guys had on your list that didn't get mentioned, or do we mention them all?
Well, I'm a big Kenny Rogers fan, Kurt.
Oh,
Christmas every day.
I don't know if I know that one.
Ooh, look it up.
Yeah.
Tantalizing. Maybe
Jackson.
a little. How about a little frosty?
Yes. Oh yeah. How about Jackson 5? Santa Claus is coming to town, or Jackson 5? I saw Mama kissing Santa Claus.
Ooh, spice it up.
Woo!
Getting hot in here.
All right. Well, speaking of Christmas, Big Mo, love the wreath in the background there. Thanks for bringing a little Christmas spirit.
We try.
Very
We try.
festive.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. We will see you, if not, maybe sooner, if for some reason our schedules all free up at the same time. Otherwise, we'll see you guys after Christmas. Have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas, and we'll see you then.
Peace.